Welcome to my sacred space. I'm here today to talk with you about awakening death. Awakening death pertains to individuals that I've worked with and even my own experience, where the thought and even the diagnosis and that they're going to pass over. What happens at times with that is an awakening where all of a sudden the troubles of yesterday, the burdens, and the past that is also a burden at times disappears. It's at the same time that it's a weight, and it can create fear and a desperation and feeling of not wanting to pass. There is at the same time, on the other side of that, there is a awakening where all that mattered before that conversation no longer does. Because what matters now is not only to be in the present moment and all that is all of a sudden present. What I've witnessed with clients is there is a feeling of lack prior to a diagnosis, and then an awakening of the fullness that is around them, the love that was always there within them, the love that is present in Mother Nature, that the flowers and the springtime, if it happens to fall in that time frame, just bounce into their entire soul, and they feel a connection in ways they never did before. An awakening death is about not the end result, and sometimes the end result is not a death at all, but an awakening where all the hardness and the survival and the stress and strength that it took to survive for that long, however long the person is dealing with, all of a sudden there is a release. And this awakening that happens is a falling back into a place of, I'm going to say, wonder, in that everything from Mother Nature to animal kingdom to even human beings, at times, that awakening, not for everybody, I'm speaking about what I've witnessed, and therefore it is possible that in that moment, the compassion and the love that pours forth from your being is bigger than all the fear and all the hardships and all the hurt feelings and all the pain and all the suffering, that this awakening returns you to yourself and to what is around you, possibly in a way that through the eyes of your heart, of your soul, and of your higher vision, you are able to, and I've witnessed this with clients and myself, experience everything around you as it truly is, possibly, as it always has been. And all of a sudden, your ability to feel what is present within you, let alone around you, is life-changing. It is also healing, because the energy of pure present moment and what it holds for us, what it holds for you, is not only clarity of mind, clarity of heart, and clarity of being, but you don't have to wait for the result of death in order to have that awakening. I am here to share with you as a human being that at any moment of your choice, regardless what you're going through, that awakening resides and lives within you. Don't wait for a diagnosis or a fear to be what awakens you to be fully in the present moment and desire to experience everything as it truly is, which is this: everything that surrounds you, from plant life to Mother Nature, to humanity, to the animal kingdom, to all that matters, has a heartbeat and is alive, and its source is love. Its source is the love that lives within you, within me, for you. And when you recognize that the beauty that surrounds you might live within you, a transformation occurs. From a place of fear, from a place of suffering, from a place of lack, to a place of abundant awakening. To a place that waits for you, a place where you wait for yourself there. So I'm here to tell you it's real, it exists within you. It's not just for a select few. It's for all matter and not just humanity. It's the reason that for some of us that feel a connection to the animal kingdom, it's without words. But it is a connection that is so strong that words would only limit it. It's a love language that is part of creation. I've witnessed for myself and for many others that awakening can transform the need to leave, can transform the date and the time of your leaving, can re-engage you with life in a way that you may have never had. So, know that is there, and know the way to connect with it is to call upon the awakening within you that resides in a love greater than your fears, greater than your doubts, greater than all your hurts, greater than all your suffering. And if there's only one person in this entire world that you want to get you, to see you, and to feel you, I do. I do. And so know that when you call upon that awakening, I meet you there in a place of love that is much greater than any fear. You matter enough to even transform your own body. I love you, and I thank you for joining me in my sacred space.